No one disputes that we have a crisis at the southern border, nor that we have a fentanyl crisis. But the evidence strongly suggests that the connection between the two is not nearly as strong as some politicians would like for you to believe.
So I'm here today with my friends, Tennessee sheriffs.
It's become a talking point and a photo op for Republican politicians like Tennessee Senator Bill Hagerty.
The number one cause of deaths of young people over the age of 18 is fentanyl.
The claim that America can address the crisis of fentanyl overdoses.
There's going to be another flood of illegal drugs coming across the border.
By closing the border.
This legislation requires that law enforcement officers in the state communicate with the Department of Homeland Security when they encounter a person in the country illegally.
It was a claim repeated last month on the floor of the Tennessee House.
Just this past weekend, the West Tennessee Drug Task Force confiscated 85 pounds of fentanyl on I-40 from an illegal alien.
So we checked on that 85-pound seizure. Authorities believe the 42-year-old man they busted is actually a U.S. citizen. His 25-year-old traveling companion may be in the country illegally, although they've not been able to confirm her immigration status. Still, that did not stop the bill's proponents from making claims.
Where human beings are forced to swim by their owners, the cartels, to bring drugs into this nation.
About fentanyl and other drugs.
Tell me about all of these illegal immigrants who are swimming across the Rio Grande with fentanyl.
Well, there aren't many illegal immigrants crossing the Rio Grande with fentanyl. It's basically unheard of.
David Beer is director of immigration studies at the Cato Institute, a libertarian think tank often cited by conservatives.
Our border is wide open and out of control, and Americans are dying because of it.
Although this is one area that congressional Republicans don't like what he's had to say, his research has shown that almost 90% of convicted fentanyl traffickers are U.S. citizens. More than 90% of fentanyl seizures occur at legal crossing points or vehicle checkpoints. That's because hard drugs at ports of entry are 97% less likely to be stopped than are people crossing illegally between such ports.
But it's actually far easier to conceal fentanyl within the confines of a vehicle or in legal luggage than it is to conceal a human being walking across the border illegally.
Would you agree that undocumented persons traveling on foot between ports of entry represent a very small fraction of the people trafficking opiates across our borders?
Yes, ma'am. There's a variety of reasons behind that.
And the DEA and congressional testimony has confirmed those trends.
2020 was a nice little experiment with what happens when you do try literally to close the border.
Beer's research shows that fentanyl smuggling actually increased after the Trump administration shut down the border in 2020. He says that's because smugglers needed a more potent drug than heroin so they could get away with fewer and smaller shipments.
Now, for so much of the country, there's this belief that we have a silver bullet and all we need to do is shut the borders and this problem goes away. In reality, we tried it and made the problem much worse.
And according to the NIH, in the last 5 years, fentanyl overdose deaths have doubled. It's now the number one killer for those 18 to 42. So the open borders has so many consequences on the people of our country.
Again, we checked the most recent NIH data, and it shows fentanyl deaths were quite low until 2015, shooting up dramatically during the Trump administration, showing its largest spikes in 2020 and 2021, a trend rarely acknowledged by those who wish to link fentanyl deaths to the nation's border crisis.
So why do you think this myth is so prevalent?
It's really difficult for people to imagine coming through an area where they know that there's government inspection with stuff that's illegal. They just can't put themselves in the position of someone who's willing to take that type of risk.
Beer worries that such fentanyl myths lead politicians to look in the wrong places for solutions.
Unfortunately, policy is just divorced from this reality, and they're just so focused on, well, if we just seal the border, the problem will go away. And unfortunately, it's not that simple.
And while we are on fentanyl myths, there's also the widespread misconception that people can overdose simply by touching fentanyl or by accidentally inhaling it. Experts say that too is false. And that could be especially deadly if people are afraid to administer first aid to someone who is overdosing. Phil Williams, News Channel 5 investigates.